Why post the photo? If you don't want the likes, the comments, the thirst, the simps, the haters, all of the above, don't post the photo. You post that, you're looking for all of the comments.
What happens when a WNBA player becomes more focused on social media attention than basketball performance? That's the debate surrounding Angel Reese after a recent controversy that drew heavy criticism from fans. While Reese found herself at the center of online backlash, Caitlin Clark continued putting in work on the court and in the community. The contrast between their approaches has sparked plenty of discussion, and even Sue Bird weighed in on the larger issue. Let's take a closer look. While one young WNBA star is making headlines for social media activity, another is making headlines with her play on the court. It's a fascinating contrast that highlights two very different approaches to the offseason. First up is Angel Reese, the self-described Bayou Barbie, whose latest fashion appearance generated plenty of attention online.
Really fun, rewarding, and also interesting to watch these younger athletes step into their professional careers. Obviously, Caitlin and Angel are two great examples.
Her bold New Year's Eve outfit quickly became a topic of debate among fans, creating yet another wave of discussion around her public image.
Like so much earlier, these athletes are thinking about themselves as businesses, as brands. And it's amazing because they're carrying that with them to the WNBA, and so everything's just
intense enough that Reese's Instagram account temporarily disappeared from view, fueling even more speculation. While critics questioned the attention surrounding her posts, Reese remained active on other social media platforms and continued engaging with her audience. Critics argue that Reese's public image focuses heavily on fashion, branding, and social media presence, sometimes overshadowing her basketball career.
How can you wear that and also complain and post it and also complain that you don't like being sexualized? What is the take here?
You know, it's funny. I just did another show right before this one, and we talked about how this younger generation just wants to cry and be victim.
Whether fair or not, that perception has become a major talking point among fans and commentators. On the other side of the conversation is Caitlin Clark.
You want to wear it, you feel great about it, you got a great body, you play in the WNBA, but you cannot cry. You cannot say anything. I mean, have you seen some of her TikTok posts? Like, she's literally held up an outline after getting waxed. You can literally see all of her business there outlined in blue wax. And I'm like, oh yes, please tell me how sexualized you are. I mean,
While she also participates in off-court activities, much of her offseason has centered on improving her game through intensive workouts, skill development, and basketball-focused training. Clark isn't simply maintaining her strengths.
So, like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
Reports and observations suggest she's working to become stronger, expand her offensive arsenal, and improve weaker areas of her game, reinforcing the idea that long-term growth remains her top priority. The discussion intensified when Sue Bird offered comments about balancing personal branding with athletic performance.
Got a new coach who's going to give you new looks, new game plans. You've got another year with Aaliyah Boston, likely Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall. And then you've got the moves that the Fever can make in the offseason, whether it be free agency or the draft.
One of the most respected figures in women's basketball, Bird's perspective immediately attracted attention and sparked debate about the direction young stars should take.
That world. And so my only advice is usually just to make sure they keep basketball the main thing, because at the end of the day, that is your vehicle.
Bird didn't specifically target any player. Many listeners connected her comments to the broader conversation surrounding modern athletes. By referencing examples like LeBron James, she emphasized the importance of maintaining elite preparation regardless of outside opportunities.
Your vehicle to Angel Reese has a podcast. It's her vehicle to be a podcaster, right? Whatever Caitlin ends up doing, it's the vehicle to get you to that point. So you always want to make sure that part doesn't.
At its core, Bird's message focused on long-term success. Her point was simple: athletes must find balance and ensure that basketball remains the foundation supporting everything else. That perspective led many observers to compare Bird's comments with Reese's growing list of media appearances, podcasts, and public engagements.
So balance. You have to find that balance. But when you look at some of the other athletes, particularly men, who've set a little bit of a blueprint in terms of the business and the sport, You never see LeBron miss a workout.
Supporters see smart brand building, while critics worry that too much attention away from the court can eventually affect performance. The larger question isn't whether athletes should build a brand, but whether that brand begins to overshadow their development as players.
The videos we see with Caitlin Clark, she's got actual men, grown men out there in her face trying to keep her from making shots and this and that and the other. There's not a lot of hands in Angel Reese's face here, and I am confused by the fact that she's trying to become this long-range player, it looks like. This is... she plays under the basket, or we thought she was playing under the basket.
That debate continues to follow Reese, while attention increasingly shifts toward how Clark is spending her offseason. As more voices entered the discussion, criticism of Reese became louder. Commentators from across the sports world began offering their own opinions on her priorities, performance, and public image. Loudest critics was Dave Portnoy, who publicly questioned several of Reese's decisions and became highly critical of the attention surrounding her off-court activities. Portnoy argued that fans ultimately want to see basketball excellence above everything else.
She's a rookie in the league whose team sucked, who asked out at the end of the season with an injury, who won't shut up about herself, who ran their best player out of town. The coach got fired, and she started a podcast 5 seconds into the thing, creating all this controversy, showing up.
His comments reflected a belief that on-court performance should remain the primary focus, even for athletes building major personal brands. He wasn't alone, as additional criticism followed from other well-known figures.
First-round draft pick, had the season she had, the controversy she had, got injured in a questionable injury, asked out, and then started a podcast gossiping about everything in the league as a rookie? Please. Yeah. Meanwhile, Caitlin's head down, just in the gym.
Ready to
go. You don't hear a peep from her. She cares about you got me.
Interpreted Shaquille O'Neal's comments as a challenge for Reese to focus on maximizing her potential. The comparison sparked debate about expectations, development, and what it takes to become a true superstar. Despite mounting criticism, skeptics remained unconvinced by social media workout clips and off-season highlights. Many argued that the ultimate evaluation would come once games began. The broader conversation isn't about whether athletes can enjoy life beyond basketball.
Who you are, you're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is, like everybody's shot ain't gonna be Steph Curry.
Instead, it's about maintaining the right balance. For many fans, Clark's offseason has become an example of a player fully committed to elevating her game. Clark's training regimen appears to go far beyond standard offseason preparation.
He was literally the most inefficient player within 5 foot in all of the WNBA. Any which way you put it, she shot bad from the field. All right, she's 6'3" and she plays under the basket, and she shot 39.1% from the.
Through strength work, skill drills, and competitive practice sessions, she's reportedly treating every workout as an opportunity to sharpen specific parts of her game. One major area of focus has been ball handling under pressure and expanding her offensive versatility.
Here and try to, play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that is going to make my team successful, and the records and whatever, or the stats, that's just what.
Clark is working to handle aggressive defensive attention more effectively while also adding new scoring options, including improvements to her mid-range game and overall shot creation. Another emphasis has been finishing through contact. The physical nature of the WNBA presents challenges every night, and Clark appears determined to become stronger and more effective when attacking the basket against elite defenders.
You guys saw this workout. This workout has gotten a lot of people excited for Caitlin Clark because she is directly working on her weaknesses, which I think is a good look, honestly. I think that's a really, really good look for her because, again, when we're seeing somebody working on their weaknesses, and not the glamorous weak.
What makes these developments significant is that Clark isn't simply preserving her existing strengths. She's actively targeting weaknesses and looking for ways to become even more difficult to defend. If those improvements translate to games, opposing teams could face an even more complete version of an already elite player. Of course, basketball isn't the only thing on Clark's schedule. Despite spending countless hours training, she continues to engage with fans and support charitable causes while maintaining a strong connection with the community. Clark's public presence often highlights the work behind the scenes.
Back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball, and it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the...
Rather than focusing exclusively on glamorous moments, much of her content showcases training, preparation, and the effort required to compete at the highest level.
Starting from a very high place, but as Michael Jordan once famously said, right, the ceiling is the roof. And there really is no ceiling on Caitlin Clark's game because of her vision. I think the thing that stands out the most to me is her court vision. And when you're able to shoot from deep the way she's able.
These choices have helped establish a model that combines marketability with competitive excellence.
Really nothing you can do as a defense but hope the ball doesn't go in the basket. That's the level of greatness that Caitlin Clark can get to, where the defense's only hope is that she misses.
The message is that athletes can successfully build a brand while keeping performance at the center of everything they do. As the offseason continues, the contrast between Reese and Clark remains one of the most discussed storylines in women's basketball.
Showed up in the stadiums, from the viewership numbers to people really wanting to wear a WNBA player's jersey or buy their merch or whatever it is, or have their shoe. Just how it's evolved in such a short period of time, I think shows everyone, there is real opportunity.
While both attract attention in different ways, many fans are closely watching how their preparation translates into future success. Ultimately, careers are defined by sustained performance, growth, and results on the court.
And can get out and watch the W or watch the college game or whatever it is, the better it's going to be for the future.
The upcoming season will provide a clearer picture of where both players stand, and with multiple Fever Sky matchups ahead, basketball fans will have plenty of opportunities to follow this evolving rivalry.